Woman of God, did you know that your business is actually a ministry? Here's why. So I know we've probably all heard the term marketplace ministry. And I've always been fascinated with the concept of marketplace ministry. It basically means that you are living out your faith and working to serve God through your business and through the work that you do, through the skills that He's blessed you with in the marketplace, right? And so you serve people with the Spirit of God, and that essentially is marketplace ministry, So in our everyday goings, as we're doing business, as we're working with people, just ministering in the way that we do the work, right? And so I really love this. One example that always stands out to me as marketplace ministry is my sister, right? She has a childcare business. It's called Kingdom Care Kids. A shout out to Kingdom Care Kids with Miss Ebony. Okay. She is a childcare provider, a private childcare provider, right? And so her services is very intimate. And so I really love how she does business because you really can see the Spirit of God in the way that she does things, the way that she communicates with her clients, the way that she handles the baby, how she keeps the space all nice and clean, how she, makes sure she attends to each child individually and how she takes care of them. She's like a nanny away from home, you know what I mean? And so she's very intentional. She takes care of them when they're sick, of course. She gives them fruits and vegetables. She makes sure they get enough water. Like she's very intentional, kind of like God is about taking care of us. So you can see the Spirit of God represented in her business. She will bathe them. She will do their hair. These are things that a normal daycare is just not doing. You know what I'm saying? And maybe normal service providers aren't doing, but she's showing up in her business in a God-like fashion. You know what I'm saying? And really serving the parents and the children. She's always talking to the parents and maybe, giving them encouraging words and having conversations with them to really help boost them in their faith and to just, encourage them to keep going when they confide in her that they may be having a hard time. So it's really a beautiful example of marketplace ministry, right? And so, that is one example. So in how we do things, so the work that we do is worship unto God. It's using our gifts and using our talents to be able to worship God because it shows Him that we appreciate what He has given us. When we use our skills and our talents to the best of our ability and we do it unto God, like that's worship to Him, right? He says to do that. He says, whatever you do, do it unto Him. And so, whatever we find our hands into, whatever you do, you can, use these skills and use your business and use your talents and things that God has blessed you with to worship Him. And just to say, God, thank you for giving me this. I'm using it, right? Glory to God. And, I know the concept of ministry can be a little bit intimidating, but honestly, I feel like all of us are ministers and you don't have to preach to be a minister. Okay. You don't have to have a pulpit or, any certain type of platform to be considered someone that is ministering to someone else. God did say to let others see your good works and glorify God. Amen. So that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to let our light shine. And when we let our light shine, that is ministry because so many people in this world are in darkness. So many people are, downtrodden and stressed out and overwhelmed. And so when we let our light shine and we treat them with the fruits of the fruits that Christ has given us, when we treat them with patience and love, and joy, and we exhibit peace, you know what I'm saying? This is very comforting to those around us. That's ministry in itself, right? Just showing up and letting your light shine, showing up and doing things in God's way. You know what I mean? It's really comforting for other people to see and to experience that. Let me tell you, okay, there was this lady when I was younger, before I dedicated my life to God again, because I grew up in church and then, I strayed away and then now I'm back, right? So during the time where I was away from God and kind of in the world and doing my own things in darkness, right? I remember there was this lady I was doing some type of business deal with. I don't remember her face at all, you guys, but I remember this woman. She just, oh my gosh. When you say the light of God, like that is what I got from her. I was like, wow, she is amazing. I don't even remember anything she said to me. It was just in how she carried herself. It was just the spirit that was on her. I was just so I don't even know. I don't know what we did. I don't know what we were talking about. I don't remember her face. I don't even remember what we were doing, but I just remember forever in my heart, it is sketched in my heart that this woman had the light of God on her. I know it because there's no other way, right? She was just it was just she presented herself in a way of excellence. She was so graceful, so sweet. That's all I can remember. And it just made me want to have that light. I was like, gosh, I want to have that light one day. I want to be like that one day. I need God, right? And that was one of those seeds that was planted in my heart that I wanted to be like that one day. And so I needed to strive to be like God. I need to, strive to get back into God's presence and to get closer to God so that I can be like that one day and I can impact someone one day. It really made me want to see Christ. And so when we let our light shine, that is what happens. That is ministry, you guys. Okay, that is ministry. So don't be intimidated because he says we are walking epistles, right? Or however you say it. So we are, walking out the character of Christ, the light of Christ. So, that is ministry when God is glorified, when someone's life is impacted in a wonderful way, in a God-like way. And they're wondering now, they're thinking about Christ. That glorifies God. So, that's ministry. So don't overthink it. You know what I mean? Um, let your light shine. Okay. And you don't have to be in a pulpit to do that. This is just through everyday dealings. Someone comes into your business, or if you're doing business with someone online, just how you handle them, the conversation that you have with them, how you interact, exhibiting the fruits of the spirit, the love, the joy, the peace, the patience. How many people in the world do you know have a lot of patience right now? Like the world is short on patience, but God has much of it. And when he works with us and we exhibit patience with other people and we treat them with love, he says, love thy neighbor as you love yourself. When you treat them with love, all the things that the world cannot give them, but God can, and we are a representation of Christ and we deal with them in that way, listen, it's ministry. Okay. So also know that God needs us out there. He needs us out there, representing him in this world. This world is so full of darkness, right? We are in the world. We're not of the world, but we are out here in the world and God needs us to show up because let me tell you something. There is no shortage of people out here, exhibiting and representing, ungodly character, right? Evil, thoughts and evil behaviors and treating people wrong and just, you go, customer service isn't what it used to be anymore. Unfortunately, people are short with you. People are mean. People are angry. People will cheat you. You know what I'm saying? God needs his people in the marketplace that are going to exhibit God-like characteristics. Like we need to be representing Christ out here in the marketplace. Right? We're doing things with integrity and honor, and we're doing things to glorify God. Like we're treating people with love, like I said, and with patience and with joy. You know what I mean? That someone can feel uplifted when they come into our presence and to do business with us instead of feeling stressed out and just adding to the things that are already hitting them from left and right. Right? So God needs us out there because they're representing, the enemy's characteristics, whether they know it or not. Not saying that they're intentionally doing it. Some of them are, but not saying that they all are. But if they don't have Christ in their heart, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you just kind of dealing with whatever else the world is. And so, God needs us out there representing because the kingdom of darkness is definitely out there pushing the agenda. Witches are out here every day, trying to recruit people and get you to do witchy things and to believe all these other things except for Christ. And so we have to be out there representing Christ in the right way. We need to be on our posts in the marketplace. It's needed. It's needed. If they're out there, we need to be out there, right? We are the light of the world. God says we are the light of the world. We have to be out there representing Christ, giving the light that the world needs. He needs us in place. So I hope you were able to learn something today about marketplace ministry. And please drop a heart below in the comments, a purple heart, if you are ready to show up and serve God in your business. I love you. Bye.